Hi, it's Dave here. Welcome back to my channel, Vintage Toy Rush. And today, as you can see, I'm going to talk about Karate Kid. You may have seen my previous videos. My collection has been packed away for several months as I've been moving my room. And I thought today I'd actually start unpacking some of my collections. And today I'm going to unpack my Remco Karate Kid figures. So if you were around in the 80s, you probably remember Karate Kid the movie. I think it was released in '84. And then there was a part 2 released in '86. And that is when Remco released their figures to coincide with that film. All right, let's take a quick look at a few of these figures. And I haven't seen these for a little while, so let's hope I can remember the names of all these characters. All right, so first one out of the bag, we have John Kreese, the sensei master, trains Johnny. So this guy is the villain of the film. And actually, in '86, I think Remco released 2 series of figures. The first series came on a purple card back, and then the second series came on a red card back. So I can't remember which series this is from. Let me just have a quick look. So I think this is from the first series. Yes, this is from the first series. And these figures have a tri-action feature. So they have a karate chop. So if you lift up the arm and pull down the lever, you've got a karate chop there, and you also have another lever at the bottom there which will release his leg. And then they also have a spring-loaded waist action as well. So yeah, that's Kreese. Let's put him down there. So here we have Sato. So he is, I think, from which series? He's got the black kimono. Let's see. He's also series 1. I mean, essentially, there are only 6 characters or 6 figures in the range, but there are lots of variations of them. And the variations are basically just down to colour, or mostly down to colour. Yeah, so he's from Series 1, and he's got the gold band there. And most of the figures also have some kind of emblem on their kimono, but over time that wears out. So that's Sato. And now we have, yes, we have Daniel. So he's nice and clean. You can see clearly his emblems on the kimono, and his black belt. Here's Mr. Miyagi. I think he is Series 2. Let me just check. Is he Series 2 or is he Series 1? Which one is he? Pretty sure he is Series 2. Yes, he is Series 2. And his arm action is a little bit different. It's not like a chop, it's more of a punch in some respects. So if I just turn around and push that down. Yep. As well as the figures, there are also Also some play sets. I think there's about 5 or so in total. So as well as the 6 characters, there's also a referee, and he comes with one of the play sets. And he has a slightly different action. He's got a lever on the back, which just raises and lowers his arm. That's the referee. He's also got a good moustache on him, actually. Yes, it's a good moustache. So here we have another crease. So let me just bring up the other one. So we have the two together. So as you can see, nearly the same mould. If you notice, his hands are different. So he's got his hand in a straight position, and this one's more of an open position. Otherwise, very, very similar, except for, of course, the colouring. I think this one is from, let me just check, Series 2. Yes, Series 2. So here we have a Johnny, but I don't have the his kimono for him. I need to get that. And he is, I think, he's got the black legs. Series 1, yep, I need to get his black kimono. So is that all the figures? So we have Kreese, Johnny, Daniel, Miyagi, and Sato. No, we have one more figure. One more character. And that is Chosen. I think this guy is from Series 1. Yes, he's from Series 1. They're actually quite hard to stand, because if you take a look at their feet are actually quite short. They've got sort of stumpy feet, in strange design. And the figures also came with some accessories, not weapons, because the weapons are obviously the arms and legs, but they came away with what they call breakaway boards, which the characters could then smash. So, for example, put this together, like so. And the board like this. And that one had some glass, I believe. Yep. Pieces of glass. These are actually really fiddly to put on, fit in, but yeah. But anyway, the idea is that you could come along and smash your breakaway board like so. Okay, here we have another Johnny. This guy, I think, is Series 2, if I remember. Yeah, Series 2, so he had a red card back. Let's just compare him to this one here. Again, hands are different. So it looks like the Series 2 hands were sort of more open, and then the Series 1 hands perhaps were more straight. So although their head sculpts are exactly the same, legs are exactly the same by the looks of it, just different hands. And different colours, of course. another Daniel, this time his red kimono. I think he is series, which series is he? Series 1, purple card back. There's a couple of things to note about these figures when you go to look for them. Well, first of all, certainly in the UK, if you want to try and find these carded, it's really difficult. In all the shows I've been to, I think I've probably seen one on card, which was incredibly expensive. You can find them loose. Often the clothing is missing. Over the years, you also find that the belts get really crumpled up and almost become like a crispy texture, and the knots are really, bad. So one little trick that I do is you just run them under water and you can flatten these belts out just to tidy them up. If the actions are broken, if the arm action doesn't click into place, or if the leg doesn't kick up when you flick down the lower one, then you're not going to be able to fix them. These are pretty much impossible to fix. I've had a go myself, but I've fixed lots of other toys, but these guys are just really hard to fix. You can take the heads off because they are rubber heads. So if you've got a bad figure and you just want to keep the head, they actually make pretty good pencil toppers. So if you don't care that it's not broken, it's fine to pick them up. But if you think you can fix them, then the chances are that you won't be able to. And we have another Daniel. Another different hand sculpt. So this hand actually twists round. So that's 3 different hands on Daniel now. With the gold kimono. I think he is Series 2. So he's from the Series 2 with a red card back. And then another Mr. Miyagi. So if he has a straight hand, so I can only assume that he's Series 1, so let's just check. Yes, he's Series 1. So it may be that, the first ones to come out had the straight hands. The second part of Series 1 had perhaps curved hands, and then perhaps the Series 2 had the hands that twist round. Also in Series 1, there was an action set that came with a couple of figures and a few other additional goodies, and one of them is this, which is the chopsticks with fly. So you can reenact Mr. Miyagi trying to catch the fly in chopsticks, although I have to say it is pretty much impossible on this thing to catch them. I've tried many times, but it's just impossible. So anyway, the idea is you try and catch the fly like Mr. Miyagi. So that's quite a neat little extra in the range. So yeah, it's I actually really like these figures. I think the styling on them's great. I think the clothing is pretty neat, colourful as well. Nice accessories that go with them. The play sets are awesome, but quite large, so I don't have any of those at the moment, just down to space. And I still have a few more to collect. I think there's probably 11, no, maybe more than that, must be more. No, 17, 18 of the figures in total to collect in all the different variations. So I'm still on the hunt for a few more. But now I've got these out, I can actually look forward to putting them into my new cabinets, which is what I shall go and do once this is done. All right, so I'll probably be doing a lot more of these videos, just unpacking parts of my collection. So until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.